I do not know if I'm allowed to be here. This is survival riding right here. Keep up with, you know? The drunk can die, you cannot. The drunk can die, you cannot! Whoa! This old church, man, this is some historic Santa Fe. So cool. Oh, it's a cemetery too. I want the Apex Pro Max Plus made of unobtainium and solid state batteries, baby. Oh, there's other people like me out there. All right, so I'm out here, what's called La Bajada, and there's a motorcycle race about to happen. Adventure bikes, dirt bikes. My friend and I thought it would be fun to enter it and show up on these. So anyways, I came out here to go scope it out. And let me tell you, dude, this is fucking treacherous so far. I mean, there's a fence, but as long as we leave it the way we found it. Damn, there's some actual barbed wire. But this is the hill right here. So pray I actually make it down the hill. It's pretty rough, dude. My drone is acting really goofy with the sunlight in its eyes. It's ridiculous, dude. This is survival riding right here. It's kind of fun though. Granted, I don't have like a real knobby tire on. That doesn't help. Oh my God.
La Bajada Hill, a towering gateway south of Santa Fe, became legendary in 1926 as Route 66 actually carved its way up these brutal switchbacks. Drivers didn't just pass through here though, like they survived it. Steep, narrow, unforgiving. This was the original road to Santa Fe.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Doing this on one of these. Fun, hilarious, and stupid. But I came all the way out here. I'm gonna do it. You gotta make that time count when you have a baby and a job and a wife who works and whew. Oh my God, it's actually treacherous, bro. Opens up a little bit, not really. All right, let's open it up here. That first part was insane, but I can hang with this. Oh, spoke too soon. Okay, drone is actually with me. It's weird, I can't just ride. I have to worry if this fucking drone gets lost. I've got to go find it somehow. Like there's no wheel I'd rather have. My friend's gonna do this on his V14. Yeah, right. Might as well bring a scooter. This is not raceable for me, but it's kind of fun to be out here, you know? Now this is like beautiful land and I like the challenge. I'm gonna pull armor on because this could hurt. Don't intend to fall, but it's so wet, hey? Whew. Getting more fun down here. And if I had a real knobby tire on here, something that actually fits and works, probably looks like I'm going so slow right now. But man, I just don't want to clip a pedal, you know? Also, it's not the grippiest dirt. Completely dried out. Ooh, did I pick the wrong line? Yes, I did. Oh, you can hear my stanchions getting all squeaky again. It's because I mussed them up using those 3D printed seals that let a bunch of dirt in. And then ever since then, they've just been so scratched that the lube only lasts a couple of rides. I have to fully re-lube it. But I already talked about that. We got new ones on the way. All right. Especially when it gets hot, probably it makes it even more friction. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I've never been here before. All right, we're in Camino de la Bajada. Check it out. I've never been here before. This is wild. This is some straight up real ass New Mexico. This old church. Man, this is some historic Santa Fe. Freaking so cool. Oh, it's a cemetery too.
At the base of La Bajada Hill sits the village, a small community closely tied to the early roads of New Mexico. Long before interstates, travelers heading to and from Santa Fe passed directly through here. Wagons, trade routes, and later automobiles shaped the way of life down here, but when Route 66 was realigned, the traffic disappeared, and as you can see, the village gradually fell silent.
Oh, we haven't gone this way yet. Let's check out this giant water tank. Oh, some slippery sand. Dude, look at this. This is so freaking cool. Damn, why is it on its side? What happened here? My friend, the last thing he said to me, he told me about this whole race that's gonna happen. And he's like, don't go on the reservation. And fuck, I don't know where that begins or ends, but it's pretty cool. Let's get out of here. This is kind of sketchy, Breaking Bad type stuff. So, came back to this road here because this is apparently, I looked at the map, this is the way that connects back to this trail. And we'll find out. Kind of looks murder-esque. So, I think when you get the right settings on that drone, if it go as high as possible and as far as possible, and you have it stay directly behind you, it has the best sensing technology because it uses its LiDAR laser, which only points forward. And you do any other setting than that, that laser isn't pointing forward and it just runs into shit because it's relying on the 3D cameras. It's got 3 cameras on that drone, 2 of which are just for like sensing the environment around it. And it does a really good job. I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed. It does crash a lot with the way I ride, but like look right now, we're going 24 miles an hour. And it's like dodging trees. Oh, did it dodge that? Nope. Spoke too soon. It's about to hit more trees, dude. Okay. Crashed into that tree. Little detour. This is a terrifying tree, dude. How many people have been hung out here? This place feels very dark. But it's fun. Is that it? That's where the road ends? No way. It does. What in the fuck? I guess we gotta go the other way. That doesn't go anywhere, does it? As far as I can tell. Oh, at least we'll get to hit this jump. If you can call that a jump. All right, back up the hill. Go home. Whoa. Last time it was a mistake. We're gonna go this way. Nobody has anything on the Apex out here. People talk about the X-Way having more torque or whatever. What do you mean more torque? What are you telling me that you actually push through 100% PWM on the trails below 20 miles an hour so much that you need some 10%, even 20% more torque? No, you don't. People are always talking about, oh, the Lynx S, it has so much more torque now, you can feel it. No, you can't. Maybe 1% of riders can, because they actually push past the beeps and into that overloading of the overcurrent in the motor. And I'm just like, it's awesome though, because these wheels can do so much more than the riders can handle. And that's the way it should be. You know, that's the best outcome. But people are talking like they've got to buy a new wheel now that the Lynx S has come out, or they think the X-Way is better than this off-road, and it's not in any way, shape, or form better. I have way more, I have an excess of torque than I could possibly use out here on the dirt. The only time I could, and the truth be told, the X-Way runs out of torque above like 35 miles an hour. I'm hitting 40 on the dirt all the time. So what are you talking about? More torque. Oh, there's a little battery beeps. I'm just gonna talk to you while I change the battery. Like, what are you talking about more torque? Like oh my God. The distinction is, let's see if I can make it really clear. You only need more torque if you're actually pushing so hard that you start to dip and cut out while you're on the trail, which I don't really think anyone is on a Lynx or an Apex. On the X-Way, you're gonna be going around shit that I can go straight through because A, I'm more nimble, B, I'm more narrow, and C, I have a higher pedal height, and D, I can mash heavier rocks because I have that suspension that just eats it up. So in reality, you've got to think about a lot of things, not just specs that are quote unquote 25% more on the Lynx S. Like, I don't even know how that's possible. Maybe, I mean, it probably is possible in certain conditions, but if you don't know exactly what those conditions are, you might as well just not have that extra torque. So that's why I'm just like, I am very objective. There's weaknesses of the Apex, but it's the best wheel, period. I mean, for off-road, I mean, sure, I mean, there's better ones for street because they go faster, but you know, like the P6 is the best for the street. There's no debate about that. It has the most safety margin, has the most stability, has the best just like shape and overall low center of gravity and design. I haven't actually ridden one yet, but you can just kind of tell. But anyway, so the main point I'm trying to hit home is that don't buy a wheel based off of specs, don't buy a wheel based off of height. Buy it based off of you visualizing how you would feel riding it. You know, it's like, oh God, I look back, oh, pedal clip. And you know, it's like watching videos ride the way that you would like to ride. You know, if you're, maybe you don't, oh, I never saw this trail. this might be where I should have gone the whole time. Oh, it's cool going into the city. Yeah, bi-wheel's based off of like, you know, envisioning yourself on them. How are you going to be riding it and knowing your limitations? You don't need 5 trillion volts if it doesn't actually equate to more top speed. Like the X-Way has all that voltage, but it has a super high torque motor, so it sacrifices top speed for low end torque. That's cool in theory, but I'd rather have the Apex or even a regular Lynx than that. Because it's Bajada. You know, and Bajada has their controllers tuned to the point where they can exceed their hardware's ability to handle the current, because the MOSFETs are really chintzy little MOSFETs and they're set up in a way that I'm not smart enough to describe, but it doesn't handle. You know, they can claim the best specs only because they push their stuff harder than it can handle being pushed. So I am very biased, and that's part of why I'm bashing on the X-Way. But it does come close as far as a wheel that can compare to the Apex. And like, I don't intend to be some reviewer channel. We have enough of those. Everyone else is out there just reviewing wheels and trying to make sales, and that's how you make a living doing YouTube, and that's cool. You know, it's badass. I really appreciate, you know, people like Chooch, who just loves every freaking wheel he gets on and is the hype master. Dude, I love that guy, because, you know, he's the reason I thought, oh, maybe I should do a YouTube channel. This guy actually shreds the way that I shred. He eats shit as often as I crash. And like, there's other people like me out there. But I kind of intend to be more of like, and I'm not bashing on him for selling stuff. I just think he genuinely loves every wheel he gets on. Oh, you gotta check this out. Let's see if you can, let's go sideways and go far away. I just think I would rather be someone who's like, just genuinely sharing my experience and like, just like doing what I love to do out in nature. And oh yeah, that's gonna look sick. Woo-hoo-hoo! And just hopefully, you know, get some cool clips doing it. Oh, it's gonna get lost. It's kind of exciting watching this thing not know what to do or how to handle certain situations. It gets really low by the rocks. And so I don't want to be, God, I'm so freaking ADD, dude. I don't want to be that guy who's like constantly hyping things like, oh, this drone, man. I'm going to be honest, like it crashes all the time, but I'm never going to ride without it ever again, because it's so freaking cool. It's the closest thing to having a personal videographer flying near you, or a helicopter, you know, $5,000 an hour helicopter, professional videographer chasing you around. You gotta go up. You gotta go up, drone, go up. Yep, there you go. Okay, focus on riding. The drone can die, you cannot. The drone can die, you cannot. Ah, this is actually fucking awesome. Glad I came out here. And so yeah, that's why I'm just kind of like excited to see what comes next for NOSFET. You know, they kind of did the thing Future Motion did, where it was like, oh, we're going to give you the XR, then we're going to give you, you know, the Pint, which is the tiny one wheel. Oh my God, it's actually doing okay. Doesn't know what those trees. And then hopefully after the Pint and Pint X, you get the fuck the GT. Hopefully you get the GTS version of the one wheel, right? You have a couple of intermediary things that kind of go backwards for different niche communities, you know, and the Aero is awesome. The Eon is super cool. But like, I want the Apex Pro Max Plus made of unobtainium and solid state batteries, baby, you know, because this is absolutely, I cannot say it enough. I'm sorry if I'm a broken record, the best wheel in the world. Can't buy a better one. And I mean that from a very objective and emotional standpoint. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not like perfectly objective about everything, but I try to be. And as far as I can tell, with my level of critical thinking and common sense, there's nothing I would trust my life more than this for multiple reasons, especially out here. All right, fix the dead battery. I think we are making our way back, at least going in the right direction. Anyways. That first part was treacherous, but this is doable, you know. There's some slow people on motorcycles that would go at the same pace that I could keep up with, you know? Oh shit. First beep of shame. Can't have a good ride without a good old-fashioned beep of shame. But I mean, oh yeah, it's the smell of burnt rubber. This is gonna get really tricky. Does it count if you walk your wheel? Guys, let me know in the comments. But what I was kind of saying earlier is like, I genuinely love riding, and I genuinely love content creation and video editing. And like, both of those things I've done for less than a year. And like this was my first wheel. I bought it like maybe about a year ago. I had never ridden before. And a couple thousand miles later, like, I just, you know, put the two together. Woo! I think we did it. Let's see if this is totally fixed. It's a fucking workout, man. New Mexico is something else. Whew. See if our battery can make it back to the car. Ready, drone? See if I can figure out how to get back to the car. I don't know where this just spat me out. God, I hate how slow this is gonna look on the footage afterwards. I'm sure this is the best bet. Gotta be a way back that way, right? Cows! Rocks! All right, drone. Woo! Those are big rocks. Holy shit! The drone is working overtime. I think these roads merge up ahead. I bet my drone's running out of battery. Yep, there's those beeps. Those famous battery beeps. Come here, what are you doing? All right, we got in ski mode now. Let's see if that changes things. I've never gotten to really try this because every time I do, it crashes into something, but it's got less obstacle avoidance, but it's supposed to track you better. So now that we have less trees out here, I bet it'll track me pretty good. Hey, cows! Cows! Oh my God, cows! Hi, guys! New Mexico cows! What's up? Look at all the little babies. They're so cute. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. I know I'm kind of terrifying. Cyborg. Whee! Happy cows. You guys are so cute. Makes you sad to eat burgers. Having a hard time keeping up now. Oh, I think we made it. I think we made it. All right. Man, this is unbelievable, dude. Look at this. Look at this, man.